What is this Dutty Moonshine of which you speak?
I'm only 5 episodes into TM Weekly Updates and already I've run out of intro ideas. Ideas. I know. Let's check this out. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is going to be perfect. Now this is the perfect intro, just saying, this is the perfect intro. I couldn't have thought of anything better, I don't think. It has everything to do with Trophy Manager. It is just, it's just so good. This is life-changing stuff here, guys. Just appreciate how life-changing this is. God, this has just made your life. I mean, look at that. That's just brilliant. It's just genius. Wow, it's good. Hey guys, my name is George, or the Real Wolfie, and welcome to episode 5 of Trophy Manager Weekly Updates. You guys have been loving this series, so I thought I might as well keep it going. And yeah, I'm sorry about not getting a video done last week. I had a biology exam that I needed to revise for, and it went really well, so I'm actually glad I missed a video. But this is going to be a bumper 2-week episode. Hopefully going to be still fairly small. It's not going to be that long, so you don't need to worry about that. But this is just going to be me rounding off what happened in the last 2 weeks on Trophy Manager. So that means I have to look at all the games that went on. So first, I'm just going to show you what happened in each of my league matches during the week. So the first game of the week was the one you saw me prepare my team for in the last episode, which was against All Red Shot Town. And in that game, we ended up losing 2-0. We were absolutely whitewashed. Really, they had more possession, loads more shots, loads more of those on target, but they also had a few more yellow cards. But yeah, we lost 2-0 in that game. Our final league game of 2015, we ended up going out 1-0 losers in that. We got absolutely whitewashed, so it was a really bad end to the year. We had literally no possession. We had one shot which was on target, but they had loads more shots, as you can see. But we got no yellow cards, so we're starting to become a really professional team that doesn't get yellow cards, which is good to see. But it's bad to end the year on a loss, even though it is only 1-0. Our first match of 2016 against Barney FC, the Citizens. This was a game that I was really hoping to win, actually, because they were one place below us in the table, but they were on really good form. They won something like 2 games in a row, whereas we hadn't won a game in quite a while. So I was really hoping we'd win this. But unfortunately, it's only a 1-1 draw, with Ludlow getting a goal 7 minutes in. They should have really won it because their possession was fairly equal, but they had twice as many shots and 4 times as many were on target, and we got 2 yellow cards. We got 1 yellow card in that game, which was for Seymour. But other than that, our team actually played fairly well. I was quite happy to get that, although this didn't make me happy. Only 13,000 seats were taken up out of a possible 21.5. Next match was against Go for Gold, and they, I think, were a mid-table team around about 9th place, so it would have been a hard match to win, and we didn't win it. We lost 2-0, but we were starting to play a bit better. Yes, they had more possession, but all of our shots were on target, which was really good. But we got 3 yellow cards. Geeks got 1, Seymour got another one, so that was his 2nd game in a row, so he was sent off for the next game. But yeah, it wasn't the best game, but we ended up coming out with a positive that all of our shots in that match were on target. And into this match, this was a really important game. This was like a 6-pointer for me because Wise were just 1 position above me in the league. but about 5 points above me. So if I won this, I would close down the gap a heck of a lot, and that would really help me going forward. Thankfully, we ended up somehow coming up 2-0 winners, despite them having more shots and more on target, but we kept the possession. So we actually did good for once. We had lots of possession, and the Honey Badger, as you can see, what a legend he is. What a legend you are, you Australian beauty. Last league match before this episode, we went up against Ram Rovers, who are 2 positions above me. So this was another important game for me to try and get something out of. But this time the result was the opposite way around. We lost 2-0 despite them having one guy sent off in the 4th minute as well. So that was a bit disappointing. It's really hard to take that defeat because I had so much more possession than him, same amount of shots pretty much, and he had a player sent off, and somehow we came out with a 2-0 defeat. Those results leave us stranded in 14th place, 4 points above 15th, which is Barney FC, and 7 points behind 13th of Wise. We're a bit stranded at the moment. We are in no man's land, but a little bit of bad form from Wise, and we could be straight back up in there with him as we head into the second half of the season right now. So hopefully the second half of the season will be a bit better than the first half. That's all I'm hoping for, really. Now I'm going to show you the cup match that I had this week, which is the first one I've had this season. Cup match was against Conference Premier side Rochford SS, and as you can see, they are an active team because they were last seen on the 11th of October, hence why they have over 150 million pounds. But they are an active team, and as you can see from down below, they have an absolutely shocking team. So I went in playing attacking with a really attacking team this time. Norland made his first appearance in quite a while, and Honey Badger and Ludlow were on together yet again. And we came out of that match 2-0 winners. We had more possession, although somehow they had more shots than us, which I was a bit confused by because they were such a bad team. But we came out 2-0 winners. Neil got injured, but he's okay now. He has recovered. So, but Honey Badger and Ludlow got the goals. Mansoon played really well, as did Geets yet again. So, first cup match, first win. We're into the next round where we face another fairly bad team from the conference who is inactive. So I'll show you that in the next episode once we have played that game Tuesday night. Also had 2 friendly league matches during the 2 weeks just gone. The first one was against Danish side Nykøbing FC, and we came out of that one with a 1-1 draw. So I was quite happy with that. Honey Badger got another goal. The possession and overall the whole match was fairly equal, but still I'm happy for a draw because that was our first point in the friendly league. And as you can see here, the fixtures, if we look at that round, right here, if we just zoom in quickly, we can see that SC Amiga lost 4-3 in a thriller to Racing Club Allerdale. We drew 1-1 with Nykøbing. Swanley Shooters won 6-0 against AFC Simon Reds United, which was actually a very close game. So somehow he came out 6-0 winner. And Redbridge Rejects lost again against Private Jokers. Second friendly league match was against Swanley Shooters, and we came out of that one. Tried to go for a win, but we came out with a 3-1 loss in a fairly equal game. Honey Badger scored yet again. He's been on great form for me, but I was kind of happy with the result. There was only 3-1 because he's been on such good form recently. But if we look at the friendly league, that result goes hand in hand with AFC Simon Reds winning 1-0 against Redbridge Rejects, Private Jokers losing 2-1 to Racing Club Allerdale, and Nykøbing FC losing 1-0 to FC Amiga. So that means the friendly league looks like this after 3 matches. Racing Club Allerdale have won all their games, so as you can see, they've only scored 7 goals and conceded 4, so they've all been fairly close games. Swanley Shooters has scored the most in the league. He's got 7 points. SC Amiga's got 6, as has AFC Simon Reds. And then you see the bottom 4, Private Jokers, Nykøbing and me on 1 point, and Redbridge Rejects yet to win a game. But the next match is going to be Redbridge Rejects versus me. So that's going to be a key game because Nykøbing's against Swanley. So if we could win this and Nykøbing loses, we'll leapfrog him in the table. Now on to what's going to happen next. So as it's the second half of the season, we're playing the team that we played on the first day of the season, which, if you remember right, was Iron Maiden. We're against them. We lost 4-1 the first time. And let's just have a look at his squad, see if we're going to stand any chance before we go and set up our team ready. So as you can see, he's got a few 3.5 stars. He's got here, he's got his 4.5-star forward, incredible player, and sadly he isn't injured or suspended, so he probably will play. Although he has got his 30-year-old right back injured, but he has got a replacement. But he's got a good team there, and we'll be lucky to get anything from this. So we're going to go and set up our team ready for this match. This is going to be the tactics of the next match. I know my tactics aren't the best. I know I've been told that a lot, but they seem to get results somehow, so I do stick with them. Masoon's back in there, Beach back on the bench, as it has been the past few games. As you can see, Rich Heim won't be able to play because he's been sent off. So, and Travis is on a yellow card. So we're going to mix stuff up a bit here. Eshmael plays and Maguire plays. Geets is going to come off the bench. He's going to be our sub-defender. And we're going to have someone a bit different. Just for the YOLO, because I know we're not going to win this game. We're going to put on Winterbottom, just for a game. So we're going to put on him, and we're going to put on Vanna as a centre-back as well as... No, actually, that's going to be it as our centre-backs and our defence, because we know we're not going to win this, so we're going to play a little bit different for once. So our left mid is going to be Panis again, with our right mid as Seymour, as Neil was injured, but he isn't anymore, but we're still not going to play him. Flavel, oh, right, we've already got too many foreigners. So that means we're going to take off Panis and we're going to bring on Britain as our left mid, and then we're going to go for a centre mid as Clark Fox, who hasn't played as centre mid for a game or two, and Jeremy Johnson as our sub midfielder. Then for our forwards, obviously Honey Badger is on, and we're going to put Ludlow on with him, I think. No, we're going to put Ludlow as our sub forward, and we're going to put Cody Potter up front with Flavel, because Potter, he's a good player and he hasn't played for a while, so he can start. And have Tony Schofield as our wing, because he hasn't played in a little while. And then we need one more player, of course, so that means we are going to bring on... Let's see, I say actually we swap. Let's swap these two. So we're going to have Johnson as our centre mid as well. So we're playing a classic 4-4-2 for once, but now we just need to see who's got good crossings. We know they don't. We know Flavel's going to be captain, so we can put him in there. And then as a crossing, we don't have many people with good crossing in my team. I've realised that Seymour has best crossing, so he's going to be our corner kick taker. Then let's have a look. Penalties and free kicks. I think penalty and free kick is both going to be Honey Badger. So then, as for subs, 60 minutes in, we're going to take off for Maguire for Geets. So it's going to be an early sub for him, and then 70 minutes in, we're going to bring off Potter for Ludlow at forward. And then for the final 15 minutes, as we don't really want to take off Seymour this match, we're going to play it risky, and we're just going to play Schofield with Ludlow up front. So we're going to swap him for Flavel. Although, just for once, we're actually going to swap these two around. So this is going to be at 75 minutes. This is going to be at 70 minutes, because I remember how... Right, no, let's change that to 80. Because I remember how Schofield used to play really well with Potter. So we're going to just do that for a little bit and see what it's like. And now we'll also bring off Flavel for once, because he hasn't come off recently much. And then we'll play defensive with short passing or direct. No, direct. So that's going to be our tactics. I know they aren't the best, but if they can get any point, I'll be happy, because it's a really good team we're up against in the next match. Move on to our youth players, and like we have done the last few times, we're going to go for a normal right back. Let's see if we get any. Last time we did, we have this time. We also got a centre mid, which is quite interesting. We're going to look at him first, and see if he has any potential. Yes, he does. We have got, for once, someone that's more than 3-star potential, which is good. We're going to check him out in a minute with our scout. Let's have a look at this guy. He has absolutely no potential, so he can go. So let's look at this centre mid. We could do with another English centre mid who's good. Let's just look at him with our scouts. So they're both available. My youth says it's going to be 4-star potential. Let's look at my dev scout first. He only says it's going to be 3-star, but that doesn't really matter. He's a late bloomer, which is good. And he's got superb leadership by the looks of it as well. Slightly aggressive. Let's look at what my 20 youth scout says. He also says he's only going to be 3-star, which is a bit annoying. But by the looks of it, he's got a bit of leadership. So we're also going to check that out. Let's have a look what he has. Okay, 15 injury prone, 13 aggressive. That's okay. 8 professionalism. He's an alright player. He's going to go straight up for sale at 25,000. He's a good starter player. I know I say that a lot, but this guy is a good one if you're just wanting a starter player. If not, I might just fire him because he's nothing special that's going to fit into my team and really push me forward in the future. I've put up 6 players for sale this week. Ronnie Robertson is up for sale, I think, for about 1 million. He's a good player, good starter, good handling on him. But other than that, he's not brilliant. But I've only kept him because he's just literally a reserve goalkeeper. We scroll down, we have Takin Ketelars is back up for sale. I think he is only up for about 1 million as well. Another good young goalkeeper with good one-on-ones. Anthony Huntsman's up for 5k, got a little bit of potential. I think he's about 3.5-star potential. The sentiment that we just signed, you just saw me put up for sale, and Herman Miles is also up for sale. He is up for about 20k, a really good player with good strength and good pace. So he should go. And as usual, our main man, Piltwanju, back up for 5 million. I know there's a little bit of interest, but so they went for a Bergvold instead. But now he's back up for 5 million. So go and bid if you want to, guys. Some of them will get fired. Some will just keep on getting relisted until they go. But yeah, those are my transfers for this week. Guys, that is going to be it for this episode because there's nothing really else that's gone on this week for me. I haven't bought any scouts, haven't looked at any new players because as you can see, I don't really have that much money left. I'm not going to upgrade my stadium. I'm still on this saving up process. But we're into the second half of the season. Hopefully this half will be a little bit better than the first half was. Hopefully we can get a few more wins. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Like and subscribe for more. There will also be, as I said, some more PS4 gameplay coming up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I know there's already been quite a few views on my GTA video. Go and check that out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.